Hi, my name is James Shepard, and today I want to challenge you to either invest in your business or get a job. Invest in your business or get a job. Now, let me explain what I mean by this. There's one characteristic that I've seen from entrepreneurs that is totally misunderstood because of the content that's put out online. And I understand the type of content that goes out there. A lot of you are watching, whoever, Gary Vaynerchuk or, Tai Lopez or whoever these different people are, entrepreneurs online. And, you're seeing their lifestyle, you're seeing what the decisions that they're making now that they're making millions and millions of dollars. And it's very confusing, or at least it can be very confusing. So you need to understand how entrepreneurs really spend money. Entrepreneurs really spend money on their business. That's what they do, okay? Right now, I mean, literally, I have an employee standing behind the camera, Josh Daku, who's helping me shoot some content today. I could literally, he's seen our profit scoreboard. Tomorrow I could come into work and say, okay, I'm going to eliminate, all of this, and this, lay off these people, blah, 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 blah. And I could literally make an extra probably $20,000 a month without even breaking a sweat. Like it literally would not even impact, like I could still do it. It would be a lot of harder work for me to do, but I could do it. And I could eliminate $20,000 a month in expenses like that tomorrow. Okay. And then I could go buy myself a beautiful, I don't know, what if we buy a Ferrari, I could get a, whatever, right? A $10,000 car payment, whatever, right? And I could do that, okay? I drove to work today in a blue minivan that's got to be like 10 years old. I mean, literally falling apart. Now, yes, I bought my wife a nice car, a new car, because, it's my wife and I want her to be, safe and have a nice vehicle. But I literally could not possibly care any less about the vehicle that I drive, other than if it just doesn't fall apart. If it starts to fall apart and it was taking my time, that's a big deal to me because I don't want to waste my time. But as far as like, oh my, somebody's going to see me driving in a blue, nasty minivan, I could care less. I don't care. You can either have money or you can look like you have money. I would like to have money. Okay, it's very difficult to have both at the same time. Now, again, you can have money for a long time and then you can have money and look like you have money. But what you'll find is most people that I see that are driving around and they're, ooh, look at my cool BMW, look at my Mercedes, yeah, show me your bank account. You're using all your money for that. It's stupid. So let me explain something to you, okay? If you really want to be in business, now let me back up for a second. If you are an employee, right? You have nothing to invest in. The structure's already there. If you're making six figures, go buy your Mercedes, go get your BMW, go do all that, right? Awesome, good for you. I'm like excited for you. That's awesome, right? Get that big house, like that's cool. Give to those charitable things that you care about. Like you need to do these things. But here's the situation. If you're in business, you've got to invest to grow. You have got to put your money where your mouth is. And you're like, oh, I've got this big vision. My company is going to be huge. Yeah, prove it. Stop milking your business and taking 90% of the money out. I mean, some of you, it's ridiculous. You've got to invest your money in your business. If you want to have a business, then when you get money in, the first thing that you do is you invest in that business and you're like, is there anything I can invest in that's going to have a positive return on my investment that's going to grow the business? I hired a lead developer, how long ago did we have Jack? 6 months, I guess, probably, something like that. I hired him 6 months ago. He's making good money, going to make a lot more. And so far, you know how much money I've made off of that relationship? Zero. You know why? Because he was redoing the instant quote tool and building another gateway billing system for a vertical that I want to go after. And, we're just now starting to sell it. Now, that could have been an extra $40,000 or whatever in my pocket. I mean, literally, that could have been, I don't know what kind of car you can get for $30,000 or $40,000, whatever you can get for that. I have no idea. That could have been that was my car paid in cash, right? But I decided, no, I want to bring on this developer. Why? Because I believe in my business and I want to grow it. And so you've got to invest in your business, okay? Now, don't you guys give me a hard time in like 6 months when I have my video and I'm like pulling up my Mercedes or whatever. Like I've been doing this for a long time, okay? So, but I can tell you that for a very, very long time, the way that I've spent my money, and my wife can vouch for this, is that we do company stuff first. Early on, like 10 years ago when we were starting out, we would invest in our company before we pay the rent on our house. Like I'm dead serious. If there was something I needed for the business, that was something that Christina understood, and we had those conversations early on, and she will tell you right now without any hesitation, yeah, there was electric bill sitting here, there's rent or whatever, and when we started out, but it was like, there's something I need for the business, that comes first. I'll call the electric company and work out a payment plan. Like literally, that's the level to which I would invest in my company. Now, some of you don't have the emotional fortitude to do that, and I applaud you. You may have higher moral standards than I did in those areas, and that's great for you. But the key takeaway is, if you're not going to invest in your business, then go get a job, because somebody has to invest in the structure that needs to be built around you so that you can be successful. And if you're not going to invest in it, go work for somebody who will. My name is James Shepard. Have an awesome day.